leave with those detonators, or there's gonna be a lot of dead people.
The movie commences in Libya, at a chemical facility that was previously under Gaddafi's ownership. A dedicated group of soldiers is assigned with the task of safeguarding General Faizan and his family. However, the tranquility is abruptly shattered as gunshots and explosions reverberate through the air, resulting in the loss of several soldiers' lives. In a calculated move, a band of mercenaries, led by Suardo Rahmat, launches a fierce assault with the primary objective of acquiring nuclear warheads. Rahmat, displaying his audacity, ascends a tank and proceeds to interrogate the driver regarding Faizan's whereabouts. Unfortunately, the driver can only gesture towards the close building before Rahmat ruthlessly plunges his knife into the man's throat. Barney Ross rides his motorcycle through the streets of New Orleans in search of Lee Christmas, Jason Statham. Upon arriving at Christmas's residence, Barney knocks on the door and inadvertently overhears a heated argument between Christmas and his girlfriend and fellow Expendable team member Gina. Christmas opens the door and is surprised to see Barney. Barney explains that he needs Christmas's help in retrieving his ring, which was taken by a gang at a local bar. When they arrive, Barney claims he has a back injury and he is unable to fight. Barney provokes Christmas into confronting the gang leader, Jumbo Shrimp. As Christmas confronts the gang, a chaotic brawl ensues, with Christmas and Barney overpowering the gang members. Eventually, Barney successfully retrieves his ring, leaving the defeated goons sprawled on the floor. Barney and Christmas convene with the rest of the Expendables team: Toll Road, Gunnar Jansen, Dolph Lundgren, and the new additions Easy Day, 50 Cent, and Gallon, Jacob Scipio, the latter being the offspring of Galgo, Antonio Banderas's character from the previous film. They assemble with their commanding officer, Marsh, who provides them with information on Rahmat and his scheme to steal the codes for a nuclear warhead capable of triggering World War III. Rahmat is collaborating with a terrorist known only as Ocelot, a target that Barney has been pursuing for an extended period of time. The team travels to Libya, where Rahmat has seized control of Faizan and committed the heinous act of killing his wife. Despite Faizan surrendering the codes, Rahmat proceeds to shoot his son and then murder Faizan. The Expendables near their destination, only to be attacked by Rahmat's team on the ground. Barney skillfully lands the plane, regroups his team, and takes off once more. Meanwhile, the remaining men on the ground engage in a firefight with the enemy from their van. A missile strikes the Expendables' aircraft from the ground, prompting Barney to instruct Christmas to retrieve the codes. Instead, Christmas destroys a tank targeting Barney. Tragically, Rahmat launches a projectile at Barney, causing the plane to crash and enabling Rahmat to escape. Christmas approaches the wreckage and discovers what appears to be Barney's charred body, still wearing his ring. The Expendables return to their base and grieve the loss of Barney. Christmas takes charge and plans to seek revenge on Rahmat, but Marsh informs him that he is no longer involved in the case due to his actions resulting in Barney's death. Despite Christmas's mourning, Gina is appointed as the new leader, even though she sympathizes with him. In need of employment, Christmas finds a job opportunity in the newspaper and decides to pursue it. He becomes a bodyguard for an arrogant influencer. When the influencer infuriates Christmas, he retaliates by physically assaulting him and humiliating him in front of his guests. Christmas eventually quits the job and goes to Gina's house to gather classified information on Ocelot. Gina unexpectedly confronts him, and they engage in a fight before eventually engaging in a sexual encounter. Despite Christmas's insistence on joining her mission, Gina refuses to allow it. As a gift, Christmas gives Gina a knife, which she accepts. However, after Gina departs for the mission, it is revealed that Christmas has secretly placed a tracking GPS on the knife to monitor her whereabouts. Gina is leading the Expendables, now accompanied by new member Lash, to commence their mission by heading to a CIA black site to meet their superior, Russo. She guides them to Marsh, who informs them that they will be infiltrating a ship carrying the warhead into Russian waters, where they believe Ocelot can be found. This time, Marsh himself is taking part of the Expendables group on the ground, under Gina leading. Rahmat is also scheduled to exchange his friend Bai during this operation. Meanwhile, Christmas embarks on a solo mission to locate a man named Desha in Thailand, who used to be a friend of Barney's. Upon at the coast, he sees Barney's boat. Christmas approaches a man near the boat and asks if he is familiar with it. Initially, the man tries to prevent Christmas from boarding the boat, but changes his mind after noticing Barney's ring on Christmas's finger. This man turns out to be Barney's friend, Desha, who assists Christmas by providing a boat to catch up with the rest of the team. The Expendables make their way onto the ship, but are quickly found and captured by Rahmat's goons. They realize that someone on their team leaked their intel, and one of them might be Ocelot. A group of goons enter, where the hostages are, and ask them, who is their boss? They have taken Marsh as a hostage, while Rahmat orders Russo to bring him by. Desha assists Christmas in getting close enough to the ship for him to climb aboard. Once inside, a gang member points a gun at Christmas's back, but he successfully overpowers and kills the assailant. Christmas proceeds to eliminate more goons as he searches for his friends to rescue them. He notices Rahmat's goons hanging an American flag on the ship beneath Russian soil, prompting him to provoke Rahmat by making contact with him. This results in Rahmat sending additional goons to pursue Christmas. During the chase, Christmas lures the villains into traps where they meet their demise, while also discovering more weapons as he continues his search for the rest of his team. After freeing his friends, the entire team joins forces to eliminate all remaining goons on the ship. Lash and Desha even collaborate to defeat Rahmat's top henchman. Unfortunately, Toll Road sustains a stab wound and requires medical attention. Christmas eventually confronts Rahmat in a hand-to-hand battle. Before passing away, Rahmat reveals that he does not possess the code for the warhead, as it is held by his superior. Bai is brought in for the prisoner exchange, only to discover that Marsh was actually Ocelot in disguise. Marsh kills Bai and others, while Christmas manages to get Toll Road to safety on a lifeboat. Despite the danger, Christmas decides to stay behind and dispose of the warhead, even if it means sacrificing himself. He drops the anchor and prepares to go down with the ship. Christmas gets ready to confront Marsh, but suddenly a helicopter appears and obliterates Marsh. To everyone's surprise, it's Barney, who had faked his death to lure Ocelot out of hiding. Barney rescues Christmas and they escape on the chopper, while the ship is destroyed, causing the warhead to sink and detonate underwater. Back home, the team celebrates Barney's return. It seems that Christmas and Gina are getting together, as well as Toll Road and Lash. Curious, Christmas asks Barney about the corpse on the plane, and Barney reveals it was Jumbo Shrimp. They both share a laugh about the situation